on a mission to get out of the 9 to 5 rat race. And I will put a disclaimer out there. I love my job. I love what I do. But eventually, I want to get to the place where I do not have to work for money, but instead the money works for me. I know everyone always says that, and there's so much information out there about how to do that. But I have my own little plan.
Wow, Sina.
Another day, another dollar. I'm saving just to be broke. They said college was serious, but my degree feel like a joke. 4 years or less, I'm saying I got it done. No plan, just to end up at my mom's after I told her I wasn't staying. Well, here we are. No question, I'm a star. Just got some light years to travel, but it's just so far. But I'ma make it though. Make sure you get your focus right. You coming too? It's about to be one hell of a ride. Yeah, this adults and stuff is crazy. They ain't warn us about this. I'm supposed to live my best life on an unpaid internship. How I'm supposed to find my husband? Everybody running game. I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same. Went from worrying about on flow to running from Uncle Sam. Now I understand why student accounts never gave a damn. Saving accounts be slipping, trying to work out, but I'm tripping. I forgot health insurance. Oh, I'm my mom's until I'm 26, so I gotta pay these student loans. That's adulting. With the score doing the most. That's adulting. Moving out of mom's house. That's adulting, but it's all gonna work out. That's adulting. I need a legal side hustle. That's adulting, cause these bills got me in trouble. That's adulting. Journey's course is never planned. That's adulting. Just leave it in God's hands, cause that's adulting.
Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the School of Life podcast. Listen, y'all know I always say I'm excited for an episode. Like, I've been saying that since 2019. I'm excited about this episode today. And I'm going to stay excited about all the episodes. But no, really, I'm excited about this episode because anytime I can share life-changing resources, I'm like, yes, my friends need to know this. They need to know this information. Like, let me not even get too excited. Y'all know I be getting excited at the beginning and I have to, pause so y'all can get y'all little notebook and stuff to take notes. So I'ma wait, but just know I am excited. I'm excited about this episode. 1, because I get to share some life-changing resources, but 2, I get to share more about kind of some of my goals. I feel like I don't do that a lot on this podcast, but just some of my goals and how I kind of brainstorm to achieve said goals. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, for more context, I am on a mission to get out of the 9 to 5 rat race. And I will put a disclaimer out there. I love my job. I love what I do. But eventually, I want to get to the place where I do not have to work for money, but instead the money works for me. I know everyone always says that, and there's so much information out there about how to do that. But I have my own little plan going on, and I have my thoughts about it. All in all, I want to get out of the 9 to 5 rat race so I can focus on the things that I care about and I love. And some people may think of, start a business. That's an avenue. Become your own boss. No, ma'am. No, sir. Not happening. Entrepreneurship is exhausting. And so I have decided investing is going to be my meal ticket out. Okay? Y'all can probably tell by the episode title. That's what we're going to be talking about today. But I'm going to be sharing 3 resources that I have been using for the last 1.5 years to get me to some of my investment goals. Before I get too excited, y'all know the drill. Grab your note-taking tools because School of Life is now in session. All right, so there's a lot of information on the World Wide Web. Like, if you Google how to invest, oh my gosh, I don't even want to know what comes up. It's so much information out there. So what I want to do is, not saying that the 3 places I use are like the Bible, but I figured let me share at least 3 places to get people started because it's a lot. You will go crazy out there. the biggest thing when it came to me finding, I guess, resources was really doing my research. And this sounds crazy, but I like to vet the research that I do. So, what do their social media look like? How consistent are they? Does their content even resonate with me? Are they saying things that make sense? Are they contradicting themselves? What kind of guests do they have on? Like, all of those things play a part into who I choose to take information from. Now, there may be some trust issues there. I don't know. I should probably seek therapy for that piece. But I consider it doing thorough research, because the truth of the matter is the internet is so big. Anyone could put anything out there. And so before you even follow someone on social media or subscribe to a newsletter or pay for something, you want to make sure that these are credible sources that you are using. So, y'all know I love a list. Number one, always vet your research. Like, always. So, I'll share my top 3 that I've been using again as I am exploring the investing world. And they fall into 2 categories. One is stocks and one is real estate. If you want to do anything other than that, I don't know. We're going to have to get a guest on and talk about those things. But for stocks, I came across this company called The Motley Fool. And by the way, this is not a paid advertisement at all. This is just what I use and what I've been enjoying reading and learning from. But The Motley Fool is all things stocks. What I love the most is that they break it all the way down, like to a fool could understand it. Maybe that's why it's called The Motley Fool. But you can understand what they're saying in layman's terms. And that's what I need, because although I'm a smart cookie, when it comes to stocks, y'all should see me, I'm shaking my head. I be like, what does that mean? What is that chart doing? But the Motley Fool, they gonna get you together. They gonna help you understand. They have a membership program. They share reports. They provide support to you. They have a very robust email marketing system where they are teaching you things, sharing the latest trends. I mean, they are always just sharing really, really useful information, even if you're not ready to join their membership program. And that was what kind of got me like, okay, I think I can trust them. Also, they have some articles out. They have a podcast, I believe. I mean, just all around great resource to learn about stocks, and really beginner friendly. Like, oh my gosh, y'all know stocks are like buzzword nowadays. Everybody's talking about stocks, which is great. But it's, again, so much information. The Motley Fool, they got you. The second company that I have kind of taken a liking to, they focus more on real estate. They're called Bigger Pockets. And y'all have probably heard of Bigger Pockets if you are into the real estate world. What I love about Bigger Pockets, again, is the layman's terms. I don't need anybody talking above my head, because again, I got trust issues. Don't do that. I like when you can break things down and I can understand it. I like the bite-sized pieces. I like hearing from people who've been doing this for 30, 40 years and hearing how they break it down. That right there, y'all, is the biggest vetting that I enjoy doing. Like the companies that have podcasts and stuff, I always listen to what type of guests they have on and how their guests even talk. Because if you have a guest on that has been in the industry longer than my life, and they know how to break something down like elementary level, I can get behind that. I can trust that. And so I want to applaud Bigger Pockets on that, because that's something that they do. And it's something that I've enjoyed learning from. So they, again, focus on real estate. They have books out. They have a podcast. I think they have a couple of podcasts. They have webinars. I mean, they're just sharing a wealth of knowledge for all things real estate. Now, I will say, because there's so many avenues of real estate, the Bigger Pockets content can feel overwhelming. But when you know what you're looking for, just go to that. Like, for example, their podcast, I think they put out an episode every week, but it's always a different avenue. Like it may not always be buying a house. Well, it's never always just buying a house, but it's fix and flip, short-term rental, long-term rental, holding, what is it called? Holding something. See it? I need to go back and listen to it. But the point is, it's so many avenues. Just know what you kind of want to learn and then go look for the topic that way. All in all, love me some bigger pockets. And then the last one is one of my favorites, especially because a Black woman founded it. It's called Black Girls in Real Estate. And what I love about Black Girls in Real Estate is that it's very communal. I actually went to an in-person event that they had here in Atlanta, and I was like, okay, Black Girls in Real Estate. They have a Facebook group. They offer support from the founder. They have classes, ebooks, membership opportunities. One of my favorite one of my favorite, I guess, perks of this brand is that they also offer funding. And that's something that is so important because y'all know, and I'm gonna just be real frank, being a Black person and trying to get funding for a real estate project is not always the easiest thing. And so for Black Girls in Real Estate to offer funding opportunities, like, yes ma'am, I want to add some claps right there. What I also love about Black Girls in Real Estate is that the founder is very much like, I'm here to help you. Like, what do you need? How can I support you? And that's really important when you are a minority in the space doing something that many people who look like you don't do. So I really do enjoy the Black Girls in Real Estate brand. They have shirts, mugs. I mean, other people do too, but I want the Black Girls in Real Estate one. All that to say, though, these are my top 3, like I shared. There is endless information. There are endless companies, but if you are interested in learning more about stocks and or real estate, I would say start with these 3 because they are proven and they have my personal stamp of approval. Now, me personally, I ain't looking for no other information. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. If you know something, send it my way. But as far as like brands and companies, I try to limit how much I'm taking in because I don't have the time to vet 30 more companies or 30 more brands. And I take that very seriously. And I think that's one of the biggest things I want you all to take away from this episode is even if you don't, read something from these brands and companies I recommended, make sure you're vetting your research because you don't want to make a risky mistake trusting just anything that, you read. A second thing I want to kind of point out, and I should have mentioned this earlier when I was talking about my own goals and kind of what I'm getting into, is that you have to set goals that make sense for you both long-term and short-term, and that should inform your research. So, for example, one of my short-term goals is fixing and flipping a house. And so with that, I have been very intentional about the research that I'm looking up. So yes, while it'll be nice to buy and hold, that's what it's called, buy and hold a property or purchase some property to have it as a rental property, that is not the focus. My focus is the fix and flip. And so in my research, I'm very intentional about making sure that I'm educating myself on only that for the time being. I hope that doesn't sound contradictory, but the idea is that because my short-term goal is the fix and flip, I want to learn as much as I can about the fix and flip right now. And then when I'm ready to do a buy and hold, I'll learn everything I can about the buy and hold then. Biggest reason, again, my brain can't handle the influx of information. I need one thing at a time. And so if you are looking into any type of investment opportunity, set your goals and do your research based on your goals. Don't get easily distracted. Be strong in what you want to do and do your research. That's the biggest thing. Do your research. I'll make sure I link the companies in the show notes because I want to make sure y'all can get to them. I'll link their socials, the whole nine. And I want to emphasize, they're not paying me $1 to talk about their company. So just know, this is real, authentic support. Anyways, the last thing I want to say on the topic is that be teachable. There's someone out there who knows more than you and can put you on the right track. So find them, learn from them. And if you trust them, I know that it will all work out. All right, y'all, before we get out of here, y'all know what time it is. Homework. Every time I say that, I'm like, I'm going to get my homework jingles together. Anyways, if you are interested in investing, all I want you to do this week is some research around one reputable company that you can add to your journey. So if it's going to be the Motley Fool, if it's going to be Bigger Pockets, if it's going to be Black Girls in Real Estate, just find one. Vet them. Well, start vetting them because it's going to take a little bit more than a week. Follow them on social media. See what kinds of guests they've had in the past. See what their email list is looking like. Like, really start doing your research around who this company is and what they offer and if they'll even be a benefit to you. That's it. I know I'll be giving y'all a lot of homework sometimes, but this week it's going to be short and sweet. So if you're interested, find you that one company, start doing your research. And if you're not interested and you just listen to the end just because you love me, then let's get you interested, because look, investing is the meal ticket, period. All right, friends, that wraps up another episode of the School of Life podcast. As always, y'all know why I'm here. I hope you learned something new or gained some type of new insight, because that is why I get on here and talk to y'all every week. Listen, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep evolving. Talk to you soon.
Gotta pay these student loans. That's adults with the score doing the most. That's adulting. Moving out of mom's house. That's adulting. But it's all gonna work out. That's adulting. I need a legal side hustle. That's adulting. 'Cause these bills got me in trouble.